Hello everyone, this is Miss Gray, and here we go on this journey of problem solving. Today through this video, we are going to employ some problem solving steps within mathematics. The objectives are to learn the use of appropriate technology tools to assist in the problem solving process, as well as solve 1- and 2-step word problems by using Pólya's problem solving steps. So what are those steps? And who is George Boliya? Well, George Boliya was a Hungarian mathematician. He lived from 1887 to 1985, and in the 1940s, he was kind of known for coming up with 4 steps that really help individuals with understanding word problems and story problems and being able to solve them efficiently. Here are those 4 problem-solving steps simplified for our class. The first step is to understand. When you see a problem, the first thing that you need to do is understand what it is that's happening. Can you state the problem in your own words? What is the problem really asking us to do? What are the things that we know? What do we not know? What is it that we are solving for? The second step is to plan. Come up with a plan. What strategy are you going to use to help you solve this? Are you going to use a number line? Are you going to act it out or draw a picture? Use a table? Use guess and check? Are you going to use an inverse operation? Lots of different things. We know tons of strategies that we can use. The third step is to do it. Carry out that plan. Solve it. You're going to use those plans and strategies from step 2 and do it. Look for those patterns and solve your problem. Check your steps as you go along. The last thing is to check or look back. This is one of the most important things. Personally, I believe that it's so essential because as someone checks their answer and sees if their answer makes sense in the problem, by putting the answer back into story context, you can definitely see if it makes sense or not. So we will make sure that we look back as we do some problem today. We are going to use a couple different apps, and one of them is Show Me. This is where I have put in our problem that we're going to be solving, and here it is. I'll read it aloud. It says, you have 12 sticks of gum, you chew 2, and share 4 with friends. How many are left? Well, for our first step, that is to understand. I'm going to underline the question that is being asked. How many are left? So really, I'm looking for, to come up with an answer sentence, I'm looking for something that says there are blank pieces of gum left. I'll just write pieces left. There are blank pieces left. Now, what are the things that we know? We know there are 12 sticks of gum. We know that we chew 2 and we share 4. Okay, now so I'm going to write down what we started with. We started with 12. We chewed 2 and shared 4. Whoops, I forgot to switch that to green. So we started with 12, we chewed 2, we shared 4. So we understand these things. We know these different parts. Now we have to solve for how many are left over. So let's make a plan. And we have those 12 that we're starting with, chewing 2, and sharing 4. So, maybe I can make some sort of equation. If we start with 12, and we're going to get rid of some, that's how many we're getting rid of, then we will have something left over. Right? But how do we know how many we're getting rid of? How many are we losing? Well, there's this other part that we have to do. We need to do how many we chewed plus how many we shared to figure out what that square is. So this is a two-step problem. First, we need to figure out this problem. 2 plus 4 to equal square. How many chewed plus how many we shared to equal how many we got rid of. And then, secondly, we would solve this part of starting off with those 12 pieces of gum and getting rid of the square to equal the triangle. So this is our plan. And with this plan, we are also going to use two apps. We will use the number pieces app, basically base 10 blocks, and also the number frames app. I apologize that my handwriting is not the best on Show Me, as I'm using my finger rather than a nice pen or something. Alright, so let's go over to number pieces. So number pieces are base 10 blocks. I'm first going to get out 12. So here's a 10 and 2 1s. Okay, I'm going to show those two parts of knowing that we chewed some gum and then we shared some gum. And let's draw a little thing. Chewed and shared. We'll move them over here. Okay, so we started off with the 12. Oh, I forgot, that goes away. And we're gonna chew 2 of these pieces. That leaves us with 10. And then we need to decompose this. So we're gonna push or tap the little icon at the bottom left. If there's 2 squares with arrows pointing away from each other, that decomposes this 10. So now we can break apart all these ones. So we chewed 2, now we're going to move 4 over, these representing the ones that, we shared. So we have these 2 and the 4 for a total of 6, and over here this is what we ate, we started off with those 12, and now we only have those 6 left. So again, we chewed 2, we shared 4, and what's left is 6. Now let's see if by using our 10 frames, or number frames, if we come up with the same thing. So I'm going to come over to the number frames. On the number frames, I'm going to put out 2 10 frames since I'm working with a number larger than 10. And I'm going to put out our 10 and then 2 more to represent 12 pieces of gum. Same thing, you can cross some out. Started off with 12, and I'm going to chew 2 of them. Those are good pieces of gum. And then I'm going to share 4 pieces. Okay, so what is left? You see it right here? There are 6 pieces left. Now, if we go back to our Show Me, and we solved the problem with those 2 apps, let's take a look back. So we have to decide the number of 6. So there are 6 pieces left. Let's see if this makes sense. Does it make sense to have 6 left when we started with 12? Well, yeah, it does. So we had our 2 plus 4 to equal 6. Remember, that was that square. And then 12 minus that square to equal a triangle. Does that make sense that we chewed 2, shared 4 for getting rid of a total of 6? We started with 12, got rid of those 6 to equal 6. There are 6 pieces left. We could also do the inverse operation to check it. Does 6 plus 2 plus 4 equals 12? Well, 2 and 4 make 6. 6 and 6 is a doubles fact, and I know that is 12. So yes, it does work. So we use these 4 problem-solving steps. Let's review what we've done. Did we use appropriate technology tools to assist in the problem-solving process? Yes, we did. We used show me, number pieces, and number frames. Also, did we solve 1- and 2-step word problems by using Pólya's problem-solving steps? Yes, we did. Those 4 steps are essential. They're very helpful in helping students and adults alike solve problems and make sense of them and be able to solve them. Thank you for watching this video. Here are my references of some of the images that I used today. I hope that you all have a wonderful day and that you work hard at being a mathematician.